about the phone in your pocket, the clothes you are wearing, or even the fuel that powers your car. Before any of these reached you, chances are they traveled thousands of kilometers across the sea. In fact, around 80% of global trade by volume moves through the oceans, which means the world's real highways are not the roads, they are at sea. And just like highways have important junctions, these maritime routes have gateways, ports that keep global trade moving. Look at Singapore. It is a small country with hardly any natural resources. Yet, one of the reasons it became an economic powerhouse is because it built one of the world's most efficient ports. Ships arrive, unload, reload, refuel, and sail again with remarkable speed. Many containers that arrive in Singapore never stay there. They are simply shifted from one ship to another before continuing their journey to countries around the world. This process, called transshipment, is one of the biggest reasons Singapore has become a global maritime hub. Then there's Dubai. Its Jebel Ali port transformed the city into a logistics hub connecting Asia, Europe, and Africa. Containers do not simply stop there. They are sorted, stored, processed, and sent across the world through ships, trucks, and aircraft. That's the secret behind the world's biggest maritime hubs. They don't just move cargo, they become the place where global trade comes together. And that creates businesses, industries, jobs, and investment. Now, here's something interesting. Almost every major shipping route connecting Europe, the Middle East, and Asia passes close to India. India has more than 11,000 kilometers of coastline and sits at the center of the Indian Ocean. Geographically, it already has one of the best locations in the world. The opportunity was always there. What India lacked was the infrastructure to fully take advantage of it. That is exactly what is changing today. Under the Viksit Bharat 2047 vision, India is making one of the biggest investments ever in ports, logistics, and maritime infrastructure. Not just to handle more cargo, but to become a global maritime hub. The first step is building ports that can compete with the best. Projects like the Vadhavan Port in Maharashtra, the Tuticorin Outer Harbour in Tamil Nadu, and the Tuna Tekra terminal in Gujarat are expanding India's cargo handling capacity on a massive scale. Overall, the government plans to add more than 680 million tons of additional port capacity by 2030 through new infrastructure, expansion projects, and modernization. But in today's world, the biggest port does not always win. The fastest one does. A ship only earns money while it's sailing, so every extra hour stuck at a port is a cost someone pays. That is why India is investing in mechanized cargo handling, automated equipment, and digital port operations. The aim is to reduce turnaround time, improve efficiency, and make Indian ports faster and more reliable for global shipping companies. Private companies are also becoming key partners in this transformation, bringing technology, investment, and global expertise into port operations. But here's the bigger picture. A world-class port is only as good as the network connected to it. Imagine a container reaches the port in just a few hours, only to spend days waiting for a truck or a train. The entire advantage disappears. That's why India is not just modernizing ports, it is building an integrated logistics network. Through initiatives like PM Gati Shakti, dedicated freight corridors, Bharatmala highways, and improved railway links, goods can move more smoothly from factories to ports. India is also making greater use of its rivers. Cargo movement through inland waterways has already crossed 200 million tons, achieving the Maritime India Vision 2030 target years ahead of schedule. Transporting cargo through rivers is not only cheaper but also reduces road congestion and carbon emissions. Technology is becoming another important advantage. By 2030, the government aims to digitize the entire maritime ecosystem. Customs clearances, cargo tracking and documentation will increasingly happen through integrated digital platforms, reducing paperwork and improving transparency. India's ambitions do not stop at handling ships. It also wants to build them. Last year, the government announced an $8.4 billion maritime revival package with the goal of making India one of the world's top 5 shipbuilding nations by 2047. New shipbuilding clusters are coming up in Tamil Nadu, Andhra Pradesh and Gujarat, with more planned in Maharashtra and Odisha. A partnership with HD Hyundai is expected to bring advanced shipbuilding capabilities to India, while domestic shipyards are already producing larger and more sophisticated vessels than before. India has also emerged as the world's largest ship recycling nation, adding another strong pillar to its maritime economy. Taken together, these developments are building something much larger than better ports. India is creating an ecosystem where ships can dock faster, cargo can move seamlessly across road, rail and waterways, and more vessels can be built within the country itself. Just as Singapore became Southeast Asia's gateway and Dubai became the logistics bridge connecting continents, India wants to become the preferred maritime hub in the Indian Ocean. The world's busiest sea lanes have always passed close to India's shores. Now, India is building the infrastructure to ensure that global trade does not just pass by, but it stops here. That's all in this edition of Connecting the Dots. We'll see you in the next episode with more raging issues. Until then, it's a goodbye from all of us in the Delhi newsroom. This is Munmun Bhattacharya signing off. Take care and stay safe.